Hmm. This is some grainy ass video for some reason. Anyway, so I am a karaoke co-host is the best way to describe it without getting into weird semantics. This shirt is very big on me, isn't it? It's my new Janet shirt. Screw this, let's fight. Anyway, so tonight I was co-hosting karaoke at a, hetero venue, so to speak. Hetero venue means not explicitly gay venue. And the crowd was minimal. It was not a huge, big crowd. It makes sense because it's on like a college campus. Most of the kids are gone for winter break. And then on top of that, it was the holiday weekend. So, not the biggest crowd. Um, and for the last like half an hour to an hour, more like an hour of the night, there's this guy and he was hitting on me for the whole hour. He was like much younger. I'm like 39, almost 40. He was probably like 23, 24. Really cute. I mean, I'm cute. He was like young cute. Very like a slender guy, muscular and fit. Um, it's not common that that's the type of guy who hits on me, and that's okay. It's not generally speaking the type I'm into either, but he was all over me, like all over me. Just his hands all over me, rubbing my shoulders, putting his arm around my shoulders, putting his arm around my waist, squeezing me towards him, and just like flirting the whole time. And I don't like make my gayness a secret. And I like even did Salt and Pepper's "None of Your Business," which has the line like, "If I want to take a guy home with me tonight, it's none of your business." Like I was not making it my identity a secret. And then like I don't know, in the last 10 minutes of the night, oh, and he was a twin. He was there with his identical twin. Like the only difference between them was that his twin had a beard and he didn't. And his twin was there with his girlfriend. And I mean, like this guy was just dropping hints left and right. And at one point, he was like, isn't he a handsome guy?" Pointing to his twin who was up there singing with his girlfriend. I was like, so I was playing along with him. I was like, oh, I don't know, he's okay. And then he acted all offended. I was like, oh, come on, me, him, me. What are you saying about me? Because we're twins. Get it? And I was like, you're very handsome. And like, so then at the end, the things were winding down, and he comes up to me and he says, "So what is your name again?" And by the way, let me just point out too that he might have been drinking, but he didn't come off to me as anything beyond very mildly tipsy. And I wasn't going to go home with him anyway, but generally speaking, anyone from tipsy upwards is not game for me. Like I just back off and don't even interact because, first of all, I don't find it attractive. But secondly, like if you don't project to me the full and complete ability to consent to anything, like I was shut it down. It's not sexy to me. It bothers him. You know what I mean? So I had no impression of him being like so drunk or even tipsy that he wasn't of the right mind. Maybe I was wrong. I guess I must have been. I don't know. Anyway, so he comes up to me towards the end of the night, like the last 10 minutes, like, "What was your name again?" And I was like, "Oh, it's James." And he's like, "Oh, you mind if I call you James Bond?" And winks at me. And I'm like, all right, he's been flirting with me all night. And I have not really been flirting back that much. I'm going to just throw a line out there. So I said, well, that's fine. But remember, James Bond was always on top. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And then his face scrunches up in disgust. And he takes a step back and he's like, "Listen, I don't know what kind of fucked up fantasy world you're living in, but I don't want any of that." And then he walks away from me. And then he's over with his like brother and the brother's girlfriend, and they had just sung "Drops of Jupiter," and then he starts singing to the tune of "Drops of Jupiter." He goes like, "I just found out that guy over there was a big fucking faggot, something, something, what a fag." And I was like, what is happening right now? Like, legitimately, what is going on right now? They're like, the scenario, there's so many. So either he was straight all along and a homophobic piece of shit to boot and throwing out insane signals without knowing it, or he was like a total closet case And then when I actually reciprocated, it freaked him out and he flipped the script. Like, it was so insane. And, like, first of all, I don't deign well to being called a faggot to my face. But because I was working, I just shut it out and was like, whatever. I don't understand straight dudes. If he was straight, he couldn't keep his hands off of me. He could not keep his hands off of me. I might also point out, at no point did I give him consent to put his hands all over me. Now, I personally feel by allowing it to continue that I gave nonverbal consent, and I know a lot of people will disagree with whether or not that's even a thing, but I get to define what consent is for myself when I'm the one giving it, not when others are giving it to me, and I feel fine with if I have not explicitly said stop or keep your hands off of me, I was fine. I also felt like if anyone was in a position of power, it was me because, again, I was twice his size, twice his height, twice his body mass. So I wasn't really concerned about it. But why would a person who's not gay, why would a not gay dude put his hands all over another dude the whole night? It didn't make any sense to me. And I'm just bewildered. I don't know that I'm hurt. I don't like being called that to my face, but like, I don't care, I guess. The whole thing left me very confused. The end.